And today's topic is symptoms of plant diseases caused by fungi. Fungi like yeast, rust, smuts, mildews, molds, mushrooms, and fungi like organisms, FLOs, like slime molds, fumicities, are eukaryotic organisms that lack chlorophyll. They obtain nutrients by absorption through tiny thread-like filaments called hyphae, and the collection of hyphae, is referred to as mycelium. The hyphae are filled with protoplasm containing nuclei and other organelles. Mycelia are the key diagnostic sign associated with diseases caused by fungi and fungi-like organisms. Fungi cause more diseases in the plants than the rest of the pathogen as a whole. So, more than 10,000 species of fungi and fungi-like organisms are known to be pathogen of plants. Then, the disease caused by the fungi are so numerous and widespread that they are found all over the world and throughout all the seasons. Symptoms caused by fungi. Symptom is defined as the changes brought about in the plant as a result of interaction of the plant, the pathogen, and the prevailing environmental conditions. Symptoms caused by the fungal pathogen mainly differ from the symptoms by rest of the pathogen. So these symptoms can be broadly categorized into different categories depending upon the processes involved in the appearance of disease symptom on the host. So these symptoms are necrotic symptoms, abnormal growth and development of plant tissues, then other symptoms. So first we'll start with the necrotic symptoms. Necrotic symptoms involve the death and destruction of the plant tissues, resulting in the brittle appearance of the tissue. All the symptoms in this category involve the necrosis of the tissue from the reaction with pathogen and the result in the formation of dead cells and tissues. The fungal pathogen in this case, when reaches the host surface, it secretes enzyme which kill the tissues and then digest the nutrients from the dead tissues. Conversely, the tissue death may also occur as a result of hypersensitive response, which is the defense mechanism of a host against the establishment of spread of the pathogen on host. In any case, the symptoms produced can either be localized or systemic. Localized means at the point of infection with host, and systemic means spreading throughout the foliage or stem or entire plant. So, some symptoms involve death and destruction of host tissues as a result of pathogen infections. So, these symptoms are first are leaf spots. So, leaf spots are the localized lesions produced on the leaves of the uh, host plants. As you can see here, leaf spots on the leaves. So, these spots are produced on the leaves of the host plant as a result of pathogen infection. For example, Alternaria species or Cercospora species, they cause leaf spot symptoms. Then next symptoms are blights. Blights are general and rapid destruction of growing succulent tissues like leaves, shoots, twigs, and blossoms. The blighted tissues often gives the appearance of tissues being burnt with fire. As you can see here, blight symptoms on the leaf and on the potato tuber. So the so these are the examples. So for example, Phytophthora species, they cause blights symptom. Then next symptoms are blasts. So blast here necrotic blasts are necrotic lesions which are visible on the leaves, nodes, and at the base of the head in the case of rice. So there is a rapid browning and death of the tissue. You can see here blast symptoms on the leaves of rice. So this is an example, rice blast, which is caused by Percularia oryzae. Next symptoms are cankers. Cankers are localized necrotic lesions. They are sunken and surrounded by successive layers of cork cells. And examples are Phytophthora species and Nectaria species. I can see here cankers, these symptoms on the host plant. Next type of the symptoms are scab. So scabs are the localized lesions which are due to the slightly raised and cracked outer layer of the fruits, leaves, or tubers. And the cracked tissues become dry and corky. You can see here scabs on the apple. So example is apple scab caused by Venturi species. Next symptoms are decline. Decline refers to the slow and progressive decline in plant health and vigor, and the plant show abnormality in growth. Symptoms of dieback also visible. Leaves are small, means leaves of infected plants are small, brittle, and discoloration of leaves are these are the common symptoms of decline. Next is pallor. So pallor, here the chlorophyll in the leaves is dissolved. Hence, the abnormal pale coloration of the diseased area occur when pathogen is present on or inside the leaves. As you can see here, symptoms on the leaves. Next is damping off. Here, young or seedling clasp at the back due to the pathogen attack before or after the germination. So older plants are seldom killed by damping off, but there is definite reduction in size and growth pattern. Hence, yield is reduced. For example, Pythium species or Phytophthora species, Rhizocutinia species, they cause damping off diseases in different hosts. You can see here the symptoms of damping off on wheat. So next is basal stem rot. The disintegration and rotting of the stem close to the ground. You can see here in this picture, close to the ground associated with destruction of the cambium and vascular tissue. Hence the plant showing typical symptoms of wilting. So example is Ganoderma zonatum. They cause basal stem rot in palms. Next is Next type of the symptoms caused by fungi are abnormal growth. So first type of the abnormal growth, like galls, actually these symptoms result due to the hypertrophy and hyperplasia, due to the interaction of chemicals produced by pathogen and the tissues of the host. So tissues show abnormal growth pattern, which result in altered morphology and physiological functioning of the affected part or entire plant. Some of the abnormal growth like galls, clubroot, warts. So galls, first just look at this diagram. This picture is showing galls. Galls are abnormal growth formed by interaction of the certain fungi on the host leaves, stems, roots or flowers. For example, Diabetrion, uh, uh, this species is morbosum. It causes poop gall of chalk cherry. Next type of the abnormal growth is club root. Just look at this second picture. Club root, their gall formation or distortion take place in the roots, giving the appearance of spindle or clubs. So you can see here in this picture. So examples are Plasmodium brassica. It causes the club root of crucifers. Next type of the symptoms are warts. So warts are hard Benengen protuberance produced on the stems or tubers and caused by the fungal and viral pathogens. So examples are Syncytium species. It causes potato wart disease, and you can see here the wart symptoms on the potatoes. Next is powdery scab. Powdery scab, it is totally different from simple scab. So here infected tissues has brown spongy spots which are dry and in severe conditions give appearance of warts. For example, Sponiophora species, it causes a powdery scab of potato. You can see here powdery scab symptoms on potato. Next is leaf curling. So easily distinguishable symptoms like distortion, discoloration, and curling of leaves. Just look at the second picture showing leaf curling. So here, curling of the leaves due to fungal pathogen. In the early stages of the leaf, the leaves show red coloration, thicker, and softer than normal mature leaves. Next type of the symptoms are atrophy. It is the reduction in size due to parasitic fungi, which induce uh, hypertrophy, and growth is said to be suppressed. So, for example, Pronospora brassicae, it suppressed the growth, suppressed the floral buds growth in Brassica species, as you can see here in this picture, so showing symptoms of atrophy. Next category of symptoms by fungi are other symptoms other than the symptoms we have discussed now. So, first type of the symptoms are gummosis. Here, it is oozing out or seeping out of the amber colored exudate from the diseased tissue, which may be bark of the stem, leaves, or fruits, and the later sets into solid mass. You can see here gummosis symptoms on the plant. Actually, plants produce gum or exudate as a defensive mechanism against the entry of the pathogen into the host tissues. So, different species of Batrachopharia, it causes gummosis in different plants. Next type of the symptoms are leaf drooping or fruit drooping. Here, drooping of leaves or fruits, it is also a very common symptom associated with infection of any fungal pathogen. And for example, Phytophthora attack on palm. You can see here the symptoms of leaf drooping on palm. Next type of the symptoms are welts or vascular welts. In case of fungal attack, the vascular bundle is blocked out by pathogen and result in the loss of turgidity and then drooping of the leaves and shoots of the plant. So wilting due to pathogen attack is permanent. So most common vascular wilts are caused by Fusarium species. As you can see here, the symptoms of wilt or vascular wilt in plants. Next type of the symptoms are rust. So there is a disease this rust is a disease characterized by rusty appearance on leaves and stems of the host plant as a result of infection produced by fungal pathogen belonging to the order, particularly nails. For example, white rust. Here, white colored spots of Conidia spores of Omycetes. So, example, Albuga candida in Brassica families, as you can see here, white rust symptoms on the Brassica family leaves. Next type of the symptoms are smuts. Smuts is a disease characterized by masses of dark, powdery spore of smut fungi belonging to order Astilaginellus. You can see here symptoms of smut on the wheat. Next type of the symptoms are mildews. Here, presence of whitish mycelium and fructification covering the areas on leaves. You can see here mildew symptoms, uh, not only on the leaves, on the stem and fruits also. If whitish mycelium, just look at this first picture. If whitish mycelium is present on the upper surface, it is called powdery mildew, and if it is present on the lower surface of the leaf, it is called downy mildew. Next, last is ergot. Here the grains in the heads of the cereals are replaced by black or purple colored sclerotia. Ergot fruiting body is called sclerotia. So, sclerotia of ergot, the fungus claviceps purpurea is just before the harvest. You can see here the ergot formation on wheat. So these are the symptoms caused by fungi in plants. Thank you.